Hi everybody, it's Cindy Coggins with Cindy Coggins Realty Group, Keller Williams Allen. I just thought I would get on, say hello, see what you guys have been up to lately. Want to also give you an update. We're going to wait for some folks to join us. So if you'd like, please share. Hi, how are you? I am trying to make sure I get my settings right where I can see folks that are coming across and look at the chat as well that's coming through. Can you type something on here where we can tell that you're here? Hey, Drew. All right. Okay, guys, I'm getting old, so I'm going to put the readers on where I can see here. All right. Okay, there we go. Starting to see a couple of folks now. So good to see everybody. Not a lot, Drew, just trying to get through this like everybody else has. Hey, Jason, it's good to see you again. So I talked to Jason earlier today. It's good to see you. So just trying to give everybody a little bit of update of what's been going on. Here lately, there's been a lot of talk about what's going on in the real estate market and how that's impacting all of the economy right now. So just to kind of ease your minds and let you know, yes, things have slowed down some, but we are still seeing tons of new listings coming on the market. Over the last 3 days alone in Collin County, we have seen 167 brand new listings coming on the market. We have 166 listings that are pending, and we have 165 listings that have sold over the last 3 days. That's huge. That is absolutely huge. I had talked to a couple of my mortgage lenders, and they said rates have pretty much held steady this week so far, so that's good news as well. Have some changes coming up that are for the positive, so that's going to be a great thing. We know that we want to see those rates steadying, and we want to make sure that things are still coming back on the market and things are still moving. So I know this is kind of across the board with a lot of different businesses. Everybody's having to shift gears, as you know, learning how to do business a little bit differently, and that's okay. Different is not always bad. So we have to be flexible and have to adjust, because if you're not adjusting and shifting the way you do business, you're going to be left behind, because this is going to be for a while now that we're going to be seeing a lot of changes. So we just need to adapt to change. Another thing that we're going to be doing some live videos every day next week. And if you would send me, private message me your phone, your name, and your email, and we are going to enter everyone into a drawing at the end of the week, and we're going to draw live on Friday for a $50 Outback Steakhouse gift card. So make sure that you PM me with your name and phone number, and we're going to put you in that drawing as well. So that is one of the things that we're going to do to try and help support some of our local restaurants. I think that's really important. Another thing I'd like to chat with you about is paying it forward. So what do I mean by paying it forward? If you are in a position to pay it forward to your hairdresser, to your nail person, to someone that is in the position that they cannot do their business, but you use them frequently. So if you could pay for your haircut, even though you're not going to get your haircut, it would help keep those folks in business and help them with their livelihood. So that's really important. So I want to kind of open this up and ask, does anyone at this time have questions about what's going on in the real estate market right now? If you do, go ahead and just put it down in the chat box, and I'm going to be watching that as well. Another thing I want to remind you guys of is, if you have purchased a home last year in 2019, you need to make sure that you have filed for your homestead exemption. And the way you do that is you visit your not Collin County CAD, unless you've purchased in Collin County, but you go to your county appraisal district and you get online and file for your homestead exemption. That's going to save you money on your property taxes the following years to come. So make sure you've got that done if it's your primary residence. A couple of more things that you can do when you're filing your homestead. If there is an area, or if anyone asks you how much you paid for that house, leave that blank. Do not answer that. That is not their business, okay? And they're going to charge your property taxes according to what you put in that box. If you put your price down, that's where they're going to start, okay? So just make sure that you leave that blank. If they want to dig that up, they can. That's okay. They can go through the county records, but don't offer it to them. And if you are dealing with an agent, ask them to please not put the price of your home or what you paid for your home on Zillow or any other places that ask. So, does anybody have any questions for me right now? Okay, so hi Angel, how are you? Hi Ebony. No questions, but you can tell we're not slowing down. That is no joke. Toll Brothers, that's awesome. That is awesome. So Ebony is telling us that Toll Brothers has closed 12 homes this week. So I have another person that came to me and is doing a new build this week. I went and showed a home today, as a matter of fact. And the way we're kind of working, what we're doing as far as showing homes for folks, because it is something that we're being extremely cautious and respectful of, because we want to protect ourselves and our clients, is we go in prior to our clients, flip all the lights on, we are gloved, we are masked, we have booties on, and then we back out of the home, let the client go into the home, preview it themselves. I've already got the back door open, all the doors are open, they don't have to touch a thing. And then we do virtual. As a matter of fact, Drew, we can do virtual or in person. So most of it is done virtually, and we narrow it down to just a couple of homes that they really like, and then we go in person. So what we'll do, like I said, we go in, we turn all the lights on, get everything ready for them, and then when we come out, they go in. Then once they come out, we stand there. We are several feet apart, more than 6 feet apart. And then we'll discuss, what we thought about the home and everything. And then if one of us needs to go back in and say, I didn't catch that, let me go look. Then one of us will go back in and look. And then once we're through, we have wipes that we make sure that we're wiping all the doorknobs that we've touched. We're wiping down all the light switches that we've touched, even the box that the key is in. We make sure that we're doing that as well. So just to let you know that going to see a home, we are trying to be as safe as possible with this. It's very important for our clients and whoever's home that we're previewing. We want to make sure we're protecting them as well. So very good question. Very good question. Anybody else have any questions about what's going on in the market and how it's affecting our economy right now? If you do, just give me a shout. For those that are just coming on, if you will PM your name, email, and phone number to me, we're going to be giving a $50 Outback Steakhouse gift card next Friday live. We're going to be doing videos all next week, so you'll have a few different opportunities to see some of the things that we're doing. If you are a vendor and you are in North Texas, also drop your info in my box. Make sure that you PM me. We'd like to sit down and chat and see if we're a good fit to put on each other's preferred vendor list as well. We're building those relationships and trying to increase our referral partners, strictly for the fact we are not able to get out right now and do the networking that we're all used to doing. So we want to make sure that we are continuing to build relationships, new relationships as well. So if you have someone, you know me personally, and you have someone that you'd like to connect with me as a partner to see if I could use them or they could use me, I would love to talk to them, and we'll see what we can do to help their business as well. Right now, it's a time for everybody to come together and work together to help each other's businesses. I think that a lot of us, we are very concerned with the health crisis that we're going through. But now I think we're seeing a bigger shift towards our financial crisis that we're headed towards if we don't get in here and try and support one another. I know that you're seeing probably a lot of people who are doing things online as far as makeup companies, clothing companies, different places that are not considered essential that have kind of lost everything. Okay, so Melody, you're asking what is the current rate for 30 years refinance? I've got a couple of refi guys that I would love to refer to you to get the current rates tomorrow. But just in general, and I had talked to one of my lenders, it was probably around 6 o'clock this evening, and he told me that rates were holding steady between 3.25 to 3.65 was kind of their range. Now, as far as the refi rate, don't quote me on the refi rate. That is on a 30-year conventional with a 740 credit score right now. So, and a lot's going to depend on how much equity you have, where it's at, what your current loan terms are. That's going to be really important. And another thing, okay, so Ebony now is asking, could I talk about some of the processes, the new processes we're seeing with the different companies conducting closings? Yes, absolutely. So I've had a few of my different closings lately. They've been different. Each one of them has. So some of the title companies are actually having you just do curbside service, like curbside pickup for your food. So you'll call them and say, hey, I'm here. We're scheduled at 10 a.m. this morning. So everybody gets out and drives up. You just make that phone call, you sit in your car and you wait. They bring it out to you. Everything gets signed. They go back in, they check over everything, they make their copies, and usually they're going to send that to you electronically if you want, or they can give you a hard copy or on a flash drive, and then you're done. And then once the file has funded, the transaction's funded, then you can get the keys. And they have been a lot of times setting up to give keys at that time. A lot of the funding's being done prior to the actual signing of the closing, or they've already got the money wired, and that's frequently happening as well. So it'll fund very quickly, so you can go ahead and take the keys with you. Sometimes the agents are going, sometimes the agents are not. They still can't get within 6 feet of you. So a lot of times your agents are not going to be there. They will follow up, or they can do on a Zoom call with you, or some kind of FaceTime call with you as well. So I've had other title companies that are allowing you to go on in, and it's one signer at a time or one couple at a time. And they are taking very good care of our clients. They're making sure that everything has been sanitized from the pen that you're actually signing. I have seen them wipe it off. It's amazing the way they are handling all of this. They're being very, very cautious. So that's a good thing. So those are kind of, Ebony's, to answer your question, some of the processes that we're seeing at the title companies. Some are offering mobile closings, which they actually come to you as a mobile closer. Some are doing that free of charge. Some are actually charging. So you'll always want to check with your agent and your title company to see if there's going to be a charge for a mobile closing. So does that answer your questions, Ebony? Is that kind of what you wanted me to touch base on? So does anybody else have any questions right now? Hi, Linda. How are you? It's good to see everyone. All right. So those are some of the things that are going on in the market right now, that just to kind of help inform you a little bit. I think being in the know is one of the largest things, and knowing that folks, they care about what's going on. Okay, so Ebony is saying our title company offers buyers to close in-house or notary to buyer's location of choice. Husband's job offers the drive-through closing. So yeah, so we're seeing all kinds. Some are still in the title company, very limited. Some are curbside, and some are actually being closed on location. So yeah, Ebony, they are. It's a wonderful thing. So that's great for our clients. It's great for us. We just want to make sure that we're practicing social distancing. So just kind of FYI, I had noticed something today, and as a realtor, it made a really big difference. I had went to show a client a home today, and of course here we are, we've got the mask and we've got the gloves and the booties, and there was another agent that had just shown the house right before us, and it was not an agent that I was familiar with, and she was literally within a foot and a half of her client's face. And you know, if you are in any business, whether you're a realtor or whether you are someone that's working retail and helping a customer, please respect their space. You need to protect yourself and your client or your customers. At least practice social distancing. If you're not going to have PPE gear on, make sure that you're practicing that social distancing. You know, my client got out of the car and she was flabbergasted, and she said that agent doesn't respect her client at all. And I was like, wow, you know. So anyhow, just kind of FYI, just for you guys to still be very aware of that. So if you do have any questions, again, make sure you're putting them in the chat. For those who are just joining us, make sure you PM me your name and your email and your phone number, because we're going to enter you into a drawing for a $50 Outback Steakhouse gift card. It's going to be given live next Friday afternoon at 5 o'clock. Want to make sure everybody has a chance to get involved and have a chance to win. So if you have any more questions, you're more than welcome to pop those into the private message box as well. I see a lot of familiar faces. I miss everybody that's on here. As you all know, I'm a hugger, and I like to be face to face. I'm an extrovert, so it's really challenging for me, this staying indoors stuff. So I don't know. So how is everybody else handling staying in instead of getting to get out? I'd love to see some of your comments as far as how you're handling staying in your own space instead of getting to go to a workplace. So Kyla, are you there? I know that I see you a lot on Facebook with your horse. So that seems like a really good outlet for you as well. I think that's fantastic. Mitchell, if you're still there, would love to hear what you're doing these days while you're staying at home. Hi, Eric. How are you? Good. But yeah, if y'all have any questions, feel free to drop them into Messenger, and I'll be more than happy to address those. So kind of to recap, what we're doing is market's still moving, okay? Oh, Drew, absolutely. I have been on more Zoom calls this last week than I have been on the last 2 years. So it has been hard. But one thing I've noticed is with the Zoom calls, instead of setting an appointment with someone that I've really never met and trying to meet them at Starbucks and figure out a time 3 or 4 days later to get together, I'll be like, hey, would you like to hop on Zoom? Do you have 5 minutes? And I get that appointment right then. So it has been a positive thing, this Zoom meeting for me. So it's been busy, but I've been staying busy. Like I said, the things you can do now is shift your gears, change your business up. Do not get set behind, okay? Because if you are not willing to shift and change your business and the way you do business and move forward, you're going to be left out. You're going to be left behind. It's going to take change. And it's okay if you need a life coach, a business coach, or someone just supporting you, holding you accountable. That's what you do. You find that person that's going to hold you accountable. So just kind of a FYI there. You've heard you snooze, you lose. Well, that's kind of the way it really is. So we're entering into things that we've never done before, those uncharted waters, uncharted territory. So just to recap a little bit, file your homestead exemption. If you have purchased a new residence that you're going to be your primary residence, so you want to do that by the 30th of this month. Another thing is market's still moving. We've got 167 new listings over the last 3 days in Collin County. We've got 166 that are pending, and we've got 165 that have sold. So things are still moving. Now, real quick, I will touch base. If you're wanting to list your house or wanting to know if this is a time to buy or sell, give me a shout. I'd love to answer your questions. Answers are free. So we want to make sure that you are staying informed and at the top of the game. So that's going to be very important over these next several weeks to know. You don't want to wait too late in the game to put your house on the market if you're going to. Strictly for the fact you want to get prepared now and be on the market when we come out of this lockdown, quarantine type thing, because everybody else is going to be putting their house on the market then. If you're already on the market and you're priced at the right price, you may have an offer way before then, because if you wait too late, you're going to have a lot of competition and it's going to be such a buyer's market, you're going to end up taking a lower price. So if you have questions about that, give me a call. My number is 469-499-7452. So again, if you're not sending me your phone number and your email, I can't put you in the drawing for the Outback Steakhouse gift card. It's $50. We want to make sure that we're supporting our local businesses and restaurants. We're going to be actually doing that every week for the next several weeks, is giving away a gift card to a local restaurant or business. So if anybody doesn't have any questions right now, I'm going to pop off here. It was great to see everybody. Love you all. Hope to network with you soon. And any vendors that want to chat about being referral partners, give me a call. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.